Hello and welcome to the Barbarian Investor Show. I'm Adam Jason, and today I'm joined by the founders of LC Lite, Morgan Terigi and Jean-Charles Devin. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. So you're not actually based in London, right? Do you want to give us maybe just a quick kind of background on LC Lite? It's a new project for you, but it's actually building on some existing business that you're involved in.
Yeah, we set up a business called Incomeland in 2016. It's same industry in trade finance. It's an invoice discounted platform, and based on this track record and in knowledge, we set up this summer LC Lite to digitize the letter of credit. So we are based in Singapore. The team is based in Singapore as well. I have 14 years experience in finance, former portfolio manager, and Morgan has probably more than 24 years of experience in trade finance and the industry in general. Yeah.
Great. So trade finance is, we're obviously talking about kind of businesses and cash flow here, which is, a crucial part of any economy. So what is it about that kind of space in particular that you felt could do with, some upgrading or maybe a new approach, utilizing, new technology such as blockchain, which is, I understand crucial to the project LC Lite?
Well, basically it was to simplify what is currently being done. On an LC, when you look at it, you have, between an importer and a buyer, you have two different banks. And we're basically saying, let's take this out and make sure that different parties can communicate directly and have something that is traceable, that is immutable, which is the blockchain. So putting all the transactions and the records and the documents on the blockchain.
Okay. And, supply chain is often touted as kind of the perfect solution to apply blockchain to. What do you see as kind of the main hurdles maybe? Why haven't we already got perhaps something that's, a working product in this space that people can point to and say, look, this is a great example of blockchain in use?
You really need both parties to cooperate and to get them into the blockchain. It's not having one single party or to use the blockchain and someone else not cooperating and using it. So that's, I think, one of the biggest hurdles that we're facing in the industry currently. Okay,
so getting the different parties, as in educating businesses, educating small, medium-sized businesses on what the blockchain is and how to use it. And then also, I guess, finance providers and brokers and things like that. So how do you approach the finance industry at large and brokers who are so crucial to kind of, trade finance and invoice financing?
How do we approach we have our own network, and we have our also companies that help us to bring customer to the platform. I think it's a global market, so we don't target only Singapore or Southeast Asia. We are focusing on corridor on Europe, Asia corridor. It could be US, Middle East. So it's a 15 years of experience and using this network to attract the customers. So it could be for the funding part, it could be for instance family offices, private banking, and ultra networks, and the other part, Morgan has a long experience in trade finance with a lot of suppliers and buyers that we can bring on the platform quite easily, based also on the history of Incomeland and what we did before.
So Incomeland, the existing business, has already funded a number of invoices, letters of credit. It's been running for a number of years. What does the transition look like then from Incomeland, or how do you leverage that information and customer base that you have for LC Lite?
When you have trading transactions and you work on credit basis, you either generally use open account, which would be Incomeland basically, and using credit insurance and so forth in terms of protecting the funders, or a letter of credit. So for our customers already on Incomeland, a lot of them are using either open account or LCs, or a combination of both. So whenever they're using open account, we can use Incomeland. In the future, we'll be able to tell them for LC basis, we can use an LC Lite. So we can keep the customers for both transactions.
Okay, fantastic. And just a quick word on Singapore as well, because it seems to be one of the more kind of advanced jurisdictions, I think it's fair to say, when it comes to blockchain technology in particular. What is it exactly about that jurisdiction that you guys felt was the best place to launch the business from?
Actually, the company is registered in Cayman. The income land is based in Singapore. I won't say Singapore is the easiest jurisdiction. There is still a gray area regarding tax purpose but there is a lot of the community is quite big, not only in Singapore but in Southeast Asia. So in Bangkok, for instance, you have a lot of manpower working on blockchain. Same in Philippines. We saw a couple of projects in trade finance in Philippines. So it's not only about the jurisdiction; it's about the people working on this, attracted by this industry in this area.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think overall the government has a very practical approach to things, to innovative projects, and especially in alternative financing. They have a sandbox approach where they let projects mature and afterwards the regulation comes forth.
Right, okay. So they let things flourish, which is good, yeah. So, okay, just to kind of dive in then a bit into the blockchain side of it, because, we hear a lot of kind of buzzwords thrown about and sound bites. Blockchain obviously started with Bitcoin, but now we have lots of different protocols and technologies available. So how did you guys go about deciding, which particular type of protocol or technology was going to be best suited for you?
But we conducted a feasibility study. We compare, for instance, Stellar, Ethereum, EOS, POA, and Fabric, so Hyperledger. And we decided that Ethereum POA, Proof of Authority, fits better our project, as we need a private blockchain with our nodes, so probably only three nodes. Then we will publish the hashes on the mainnet. So this is the technology that we choose for the project.
Okay, so you mentioned there private blockchain with your own nodes, and then transmitting the information publicly. So there is still going to be some kind of publicly available transparency of information, of data. How does that work? Because, of course, a lot of people in the space are discussing the merits of, private chain versus public chain, and how do you reach that level of, consistency?
We need our own ecosystem for two main reasons: the token flow and the control of the participant. We need to see who is coming in and out of the platform. Then to make it immutable, we need to publish the information on the mainnet.
Sure. Okay. And in terms of people deploying funds, what kind of security do they have, or what kind of reassurances do you guys offer that it's a space where there is some danger? And
we will
risk?
Duplicate the same model as in Common, so it's basically with a platform, a trustee. The funds are secured in a trust account, so we don't basically own the money. It belongs to the client. We are here just to facilitate the transaction between the supplier, buyer, and the funder.
So it's kind of a trust account or escrow service.
It's not an escrow account.
Okay.
It's a really a bankruptcy remote structure. So beyond the technology one aspect, but you need to have the legal infrastructure that really protects all the investors. We have a fund going from one regulated vehicle to another regulated vehicle.
I see.
Where all the funds are always protected.
Okay, fantastic. And it's obviously been quite a tumultuous year in the crypto space and the blockchain space. People are having a hard time. So how have you guys what have you been focusing on rather in 2018, and what are you looking forward to in 2019 as we emerge into hopefully a more positive year for the space?
You mean in terms of fundraising or in terms of clients?
Yeah, I mean anything that's, I guess, prevalent for you.
I think the drop of Bitcoin and Ethereum and all the crypto basically is a good thing. There was a lot of bad project, or you can compare it to the internet bubble in 2000, from 1998 to 2000. I think now the market is more, will be more efficient. So I prefer to have people investing with an Ethereum, a Bitcoin at I don't know the price today, but around 100 for an Ethereum, around 4,000 for US dollar for a Bitcoin, and you will face to more institutional investors, more professional, less retail. So that's we will target in 2019 the trade finance industry and the crypto investors. Maybe the hedge fund as well, because we will offer a product uncorrelated to the financial market, and you can experience currently high volatility in the financial market, equity market, at least. So I'm pretty sure that we will attract investors from this industry. There will be a kind of flight to quality, and the money will flow from equity, even from fixed income market to this industry. We can see that there's a lot of projects ongoing with banks. I don't know if you heard about Voltron. So it's a good point for us. It's a good sign that this big institution want to digitize the letter of credit, at least this part of the transaction. Of course, we'll go deeper on that matter. We don't only digitize. We offer a discounting, same as I would say same process as Income. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay, sounds good. Well, just finally, where can we find out more information, the website and information online? Where should people go to find out about LC Lite?
Yeah, we have an online, we have a website up and running. We have, they can contact us directly through the website.
That way they'll get more information.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, we'll keep a keen eye on it, and hope everything goes well, and must bring you back in a later date for a further chat.
Great. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.